Okay, we are still here at the Featherman booth at the Lawrence, Kansas show.
Your show.
Lawrence, Kansas show out here, Mother Earth News Fair.
Yes.
And Natural Grandma, this is your first time ever meeting David Schaefer.
It surely is,
And
it's been very enjoyable.
We spent the whole weekend almost talking about him last year at Green Hills Farm Project Group last week. Yeah, and then we come out here and here he is. So,
Yep.
But David, I want you to go ahead and show us your equipment.
Sure.
So we can get you some YouTube exposure.
Okay,
So,
I appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity. Well, let's start with collecting the birds the night before. I've got
Okay.
a lot of little stuff out here. It's pretty self-explanatory. They can stop the video and look at it, and prices and everything. But for the operation, you want to have a good way of holding your birds overnight where they don't get hurt. And these cages are the right height so birds can't get on top of each other. They've got the right amount of lip at the bottom so the birds can't get their feet caught underneath. There's a lot of cheaper crates that the birds can get their toes caught, and you'll hear it. You'll hear it. They don't like that. So about 18 hours before slaughter time, take them off feed, put them in your crates. Then we have our kill station. This is our 8-cone kill station. It's a rotisserie. It makes it so that the operator, you've got a big enough day as it is. We try to take every step out that we can. So from here into the cone, actually this one has a spare cone in it. I'll tell you why in just a second. Say a prayer, sever the carotid artery. This is a learned thing. It's very easy, but it does take a little bit of practice. Jugular vein will drip out, carotid artery will shoot out 3 or 4 inches, and you don't want to hit the windpipe or anything else. There's a lot of videos on that, and I've done some of them. I save back my little birds, the runts. If I'm doing a big batch, there'll always be 3 or 4 or 5 little runts that are 2.5 pounds that fall right through into the blood that's collected down there in that mineral feeder. That's not a good thing. So at the very end, when all the big birds are done, I slip one of our game bird cones in there and do my little birds.
okay.
We can do 8. So the way this is staged, Jeff and Laura, is we have 8 kill stations, and we can hold 4 birds in the scalder. This takes 2 minutes. This takes 1 minute.
Okay.
That takes 1 minute. Evisceration takes a long time until you're good at it. So we want to have head pressure on the system here. We want to have at least twice as many kill station units as we do scald and plug.
Okay, I want
Question?
to show that this thing is set up to mount on a mineral feeder, and so that's where you collect everything. Everything is nice and neat, and so I didn't realize that's where that was. So that's great. That's awesome.
We saw that and we said we can use that.
Absolutely.
It's a product that people can use in the off season for their livestock if they want to do minerals, and we just made this. Ivan Schrock, my genius Amish welder, just made this stand to fit on it. It's real simple, and before you use it, you pollute it with vegetable oil, some good organic vegetable oil, and that way, everything you see here, give it a spray, and that way clean up will be quick.
Yeah.
If you let blood dry, you only make that mistake once. Anyway, so there's all these different sizes of cones. Turkeys, small, large turkeys, solid little cones. So that's the first step. Then you've got to scald the bird, and there's a number of ways to do it. I've got on display here what we call our roto dunker. This was an innovation that came along a lot later. Against the wall there, Jeff, you can see that shackle. That was our original idea. We have a witch dunker apparatus that mounts on the side of this, and you can, it's counterweighted with a spring, so a child. Did I drop that?
Yeah, it's no
So
problem.
a child could do this operation. It's very important to us. We've always been child-oriented here, so this might look like it's got a pinch point. It doesn't. This is a very light-duty motor. We're not going to get anybody hurt with this. So,
Safety first.
great,
I
great,
love that.
great for
I
children
love that.
to be around. I'm just going to jump on the other side to show you. So you pull 2 birds out, put them in here, 2 birds out, put them in here, shut that so the legs don't drip out and get caught, and that is about a minute. It's exactly 50-50 in and out of the water, so it's a very gentle scald. We like that feature about it. Okay, so your scald is done, you check check for wing feathers, tail feathers, toe skin, however you like to check. When that's ready, turn on your plucker and magic happens. Let the water flow in. Drop the birds in there. If you are using the shackle, one kind of neat feature about this is it's mounted here, and you're dunking up and down right. And then when it's ready, you put the birds. You just pivot this over, get the birds to all be inside there, and do that. And that's one less back work.
Yeah.
Like we want to avoid as much as possible.
Very cool.
So yeah, that's the whole operation. I can't help you with
Very
the gutting
good.
part. You're on your own.
Oh, thank you very much, David.
Appreciate the
Good,
opportunity.
very good to reconnect with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's my pleasure.
Yes.
Just God has perfect timing, I believe,
Yep. I agree
in everybody's
100%.
life. So,
Yeah.
and we just appreciate you and wish you luck at Roy Feeks, and
Yeah.
we'll reconnect later, somewhere down the road. I'm sure we'll stay in touch. So,
Forward to that.
all right, and Laura, you got quite a treat here today. You got a journey back in my past about 40 years.
Yes. Yes.
Is who I rubbed elbows with and run around with, and some of them did a lot better than me. So this would be one of them.
So it's like,
All right.
Oh, this has been
So-
wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
And,
and David, maybe he'll help you out with the wish you're having this great day.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to try it?
sure.
We
1, 2, 3.
hope-
Hope you're having it.
We hope you're having this great a day.
This great a day.
There you go.
Give me
Thank-
one more try.
Okay, try it
No, I'm just
again.
kidding. One more
Go
video.
ahead. You can try it again. It's YouTube.
We hope you're having
this great a day.
Woo, dogs. I believe that's the best one we ever got.
There we go.
Thanks, David.